The surprising health benefits of semen retention. Hello everybody, and welcome to Male Wisdom. And in this video, I want to discuss a topic that isn't discussed enough: semen retention. A lot of people don't know the importance of keeping their semen and the many benefits that come with it. In this video, I will discuss some of those benefits and how you can start practicing semen retention today. So, if you're interested in learning more, stick around because I will break it all down for you. Women find guys with higher levels of retained sperm more attractive. Those who have included your sperm for more than a few weeks would have observed this. Is it wise to practice semen preservation for this reason? While it's true that semen retention can help a man get laid, I wouldn't advocate it if that were the only reason he tried it. I suggest semen retention to channel that creative energy toward a more practical or professional pursuit. Or you can utilize it to improve your fitness level. And if you're going to use it for dating purposes, make sure you're trying to woo a woman of high caliber, the kind you could see yourself settling down with, more than likely all three. You will have more incredible stamina to achieve your goals in life if you practice semen retention, not merely increased energy so that you never get weary. Instead, you'll be more focused, optimistic, and driven to succeed. Nevertheless, whether you like it or not, it will increase your sex appeal to women. Why? Because if you're attempting to keep your sperm to yourself, ladies will seemingly be swarming you. One is the female superpower. The female superpower is her ability to read you like a book. Mirror neurons are the innate human ability to pick up on the emotional states of others and to feel what others are feeling, although most studies on this topic have been done on primates. Scientists speculate that human females have more mirror neurons than males. If you spent any time socializing, it's not difficult to come to the same conclusion that over the first 3 months of life, a baby girl's eye contact and mutual facial gazing will increase by over 400%. In contrast, the facial gazing skills of a boy during this time will not increase at all. According to researchers at the University of Michigan, females use both sides of the brain to respond to emotional experiences, while males only use one side. They found that the connections between the emotion centers are more active and extensive. In females, in another research from Stanford University, volunteers viewed moving images while having their brain scan 9 different brain areas lit up in women. 2. In men. Why is this important? All the spiritual, physical, and mental realities are manifestations of the same source. They are so deeply connected that they are one. All knowledge is knowledge of oneself. You feel stronger and more confident when you retain and cultivate potent and divine energy. Your mental clarity is greatly enhanced. Your skin begins to glow. You start to speak with certainty and vitality. You feel like an absolute animal. Your emotional state and level of consciousness raise the female's ability to read you becomes apparent. She can handle this energy before you ever say a word. You start to feel amazing in turn. Females in your presence begin to feel amazing in your company. This is how the mirror neurons at work look. Money and status are a fool's game when it comes to attraction. I'm all for improving yourself as a man in all areas of life, but retention is king looks. Money and status are nice, but they do almost nothing to fuel a woman's mirror neurons without cultivating inner strength looks. Money and status are meaningless when you die. Your eyes, your money, and your status all fade instantly, but the energy you cultivated during your lifetime will ripple on until the end of time. The key to pumping a woman's mirror neurons is your state of being. There is no better way of doing this than retention. Retention is a force multiplier, meaning it boosts your other endeavors of improvement, and improvement encourages your overall state. It's no wonder females, with their incredible ability to read people, become attracted to you. You are starting to align yourself with a higher version of yourself, a version of yourself that uses his energy for a purpose rather than squandering it meaninglessly. We all know that we should retain for ourselves, but let us not forget at the end of the day, we have a deep part of ourselves that desires to be attractive to the opposite gender. One of the reasons semen retention makes you more attractive is because of the biological effect. When you have more semen in your balls, you have more sperm. Therefore, the chances of you getting a woman pregnant are much higher. While many women consciously want to avoid getting pregnant, they subconsciously desire to get the seat of a quality man. This subconscious desire is strongly similar to a man's subconscious desire to have intercourse. Men have such high sex drives because we want to reproduce consciously. We may want to avoid getting a woman pregnant, but our subconscious wants us to do that. That's why we have a crazy urge to have sex so often. When you retain your seed, you become more attractive to women because the chance of you getting them pregnant is so much higher. Do you ever wonder why so many women get pregnant from one-night stands? Yet some married couples have a hard time having a child. It's because most women have one-night perspectives when they're ovulating. This is a period of a few days when they are most fertile, and women have a much higher sex drive during this time. The subconscious desires and functions are compelling. That's why when you have a full ball sack, women can pick up on this, not consciously, of course, but at a subconscious level. Women get way more turned on by your presence. Try doing semen retention for even 3 or 4 weeks, and then watch how women in public tend to gravitate towards you more. Of course, they're not going to come over and grab your private part, but they'll manage to stand closer to you, look at you, and then look down, and want to open up to you more. Not every woman, of course, but many women who were on the fence about you will think there's just something about that guy. Yay, it's because he's retained his seed, and the power is crazy. Third, spiritual and energetic. The second perspective or reason why semen retention makes you more attractive to women is because of the spiritual aspect of it. Spiritual means are non-physical or energetic. Technically, the spiritual part of things is physical. Still, it's just such a low density compared to the material that we refer to it as non-physical, like the Wi-Fi in your apartment or the radio signals connecting your car radio to the different stations. When you practice semen retention, you're maintaining your life force energy much more significant than your past self or any guy busting nuts regularly. Do you need this to get a woman? No. You can be a player or have a girlfriend, be constantly self-stimulating, and women will still like you for your looks, status, and charisma. However, this is amplified massively. The more you retain your seed, the women you used to sleep with will dem you or hit you up, because your energy is so potent that women, possibly hundreds or thousands of miles away from you, can still feel your energy. If a woman is halfway across the world, it may take a whole day's plane ride to make it to her, but your energy can be felt by her almost instantly. If you're vibrating at a high enough frequency, that happens when you practice semen retention. Fourth, practical. The last reason or perspective as to why semen retention makes you more attractive to women is that it's just straight up helpful. A man who's trying to retain his seat is actively avoiding intercourse, which makes him more attractive. Think about it. Whatever you're doing, you're trying not to bust if you're single and walking around, even though you might want to talk to that hot woman walking by you. Try to avoid the temptation if you're with your boys. They're all lusting over some women on the other side of the bar. You're tired of looking away when those girls talk to you and your boys. You're looking around, hoping they don't ask you to hang out and tempt you from taking one of them home and bust a nut. It's not only being outcome independent of doing well with women. Plenty of men try to fool themselves into thinking they don't want to get lucky, but in reality, they know it's just a mind game. But when you're on semen retention, it's real. You're trying to avoid sex and getting too close to females, and when you do this, you become more attractive to them. We all know that the more complex a person gets, the more we want them. But when doing semen retention, it's no longer a game. It's for real. Women can sense that you don't want to get at them. Combine your non-thirstiness with a solid physique and a calm demeanor, and they will be foaming at the mouth. They'll be hoping to get you to bust and get all of that good semen from you. You are secure in your male strength, which is why you feel so confident. Your sperm is the essence of your masculinity. You get this overwhelming sense of manly power and strength and feel like nothing can stop you after you've worked up your ego to this point. And that's how I learned that semen retention is a surefire way to boost your sex appeal. Keeping your sperm can help your mind in a few crucial ways. Advocates of retaining sperm point to numerous psychological and emotional benefits. You may feel less stressed and more motivated to get things done at work, around the house, and in other areas of your life. The most apparent benefit of abstinence is improving your ability to exercise self-control. The rise in testosterone levels is the root cause of these advantages. If you can keep from ejaculating too often, you can regain some of that lost vitality. In this video, I will show you my 30-day timeline for semen retention. Now, I know that many people are curious about this topic, but don't want to take the time to read an article or watch a long video. So I'm going to break it down daily and show you exactly what worked for me. Be sure to check this video out and learn more about the experience with the 30-day timeline of semen retention.